Systema is a Russian martial art. It's about 1,000 years old. I started watching a Netflix documentary called The Americans. It's based upon a Soviet family that is living here and integrating within the United States as Russian operatives. And what was interesting is that in a few of the scenes, they were training their daughter on Systema.
В мире существует огромное количество боевых искусств, но, к сожалению, русское мало известно. Поэтому сегодня мы пришли в гости к Джиму для того, чтобы задать ему несколько вопросов про систему. Джим, здравствуйте. Не могли бы вы рассказать буквально пару слов о том, что вы здесь практикуете, что такое система?
Sure. Systema is a Russian martial art. It's about 1,000 years old and is relatively unknown here in the United States. It wasn't until the collapse of the Soviet Cold War era that the first school was launched in Toronto in 1993, at which point its popularity has spread not only through Europe and Asia, but here in the United States as well.
Скажите, что студентов приводит в стены вашей школы? Как система помогает людям?
Well, Systema is a martial art. So, like a lot of martial arts, there's several components to it. There's the martial side of it, which deals primarily in self-defense and being able to protect yourselves and others. There's also, in Systema, a fairly large art component, which is evolved around being able to protect yourself in terms of your overall wellness and personal development. So here in Tuesday evenings, we try to blend both of those concepts around the principle of know yourself, protect yourself.
Не могли бы вы рассказать свою личную историю, как вы пришли к системе и почему вы начали этим заниматься и потом преподавать?
About 10 years ago, I happened to respond to a Groupon, which was a martial arts class focused around the Israeli fighting system of Krav Maga. So I trained in Krav Maga for a number of years, then got into traditional American boxing, jiu-jitsu, Kali, and Muay Thai, and began to realize that I needed to have a system that incorporated all of these very different sort of fighting styles, at which point I came across Systema and realized that this was the perfect martial arts style that basically provided me an operating system that would allow me to benefit from all of those years of other training that I accumulated in the past.
Вы сказали, что системе уже более 1000 лет. Как она связана с русской историей и культурой?
Well, you know, Russia, like a lot of countries that have a long history, find themselves having to defend their country and oftentimes have to go up against adversaries that are much better equipped or more powerful. So a lot of what we teach in Systema is efficiency of movement, being able to breathe and relax, handle multiple attackers, and be able to move on the ground effectively, because a lot of times these individuals did not have the protection or resources available to other countries.
Скажите, пожалуйста, кто ваши студенты и как много студентов обучается системе в Соединенных Штатах Америки и вообще в мире?
There are well over 200 certified Systema instructors around the world. 200. Our students tend to age and range from 18 years old to maybe 65 years old. A lot of our students travel internationally, so they're concerned about their safety when they travel abroad. A number of students work in the military or in law enforcement, so they study Systema as part of their job. And we have a number of individuals that work here in D.C. that work long hours, that find themselves having to take the metro or walk back from their offices by themselves and are concerned about their own safety in the evenings when they leave the office.
То есть получается, что у вас солдат американской армии изучает русское боевое искусство?
Yes, yeah, and we have some Russian soldiers, or former Russian soldiers as well, sure.
А где еще в Соединенных Штатах Америки можно обучиться системе?
I'm one of only a handful of certified instructors here on the East Coast, but there are instructors all over the U.S., California, Texas, Chicago, Colorado, Florida. I travel extensively up and down the East Coast to train at other Systema schools as well.
Ну, вот такой у нас сегодня получился интересный сюжет. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. С нами интересно.